A very good morning to you. Welcome to Motivation Monday, where we bring you challenging conversations and inspiring stories. This is Christmas week. Yes, it is already here with us. What plans have you made? Have you traveled? Are you meeting up with family and friends? Have you closed office or not yet? Well, please do engage with us. We'd love to hear what you have lined up and planned for Christmas. 20316 is our SMS line. 0786316316 is our WhatsApp line. Now, Christmas usually, and this season in particular, is associated with cheer, with joy, with making merry and enjoying just the company of family and friends. You know, it is the period that we are a bit more lavish in terms of food and the kinds of foods that we eat. But sometimes, unfortunately, this is not the case. I know for some of us, because of the circumstances we are in, the situations surround us. For many, for instance, in our country, because of the economic situation we find ourselves in, perhaps we may lack joy because the circumstances and situations do not lend themselves to grant us enjoyment. But should that be the case? Should our joy be determined by our circumstances? Should our joy be determined by our situations? Is it possible in this particular season and in our lives in general to still enjoy life? Well, here at Motivation Monday today, we are talking about how you can enjoy life. Yes, that's the title of our conversation. Enjoy life. And helping us with this conversation is Mrs. Zaweria Mugo, who is actually the zonal head of Love Inc. Love in the Name of Christ, an organization that reaches to people who are vulnerable and socioeconomically disadvantaged. Also, she is a widow, and I feel is an authority in teaching you and I on how we can enjoy life despite the situations that we find ourselves in. And so let's get right into this conversation. Welcome, Ma'am.
Thank you so much, Pastor. Thank you so much.
Yes, it's good to see you and good to have you here.
I feel welcome already.
Asante.
Yes.
Now, just help us appreciate, by way of introduction, who you are and what you do, even as we get right into this conversation.
Thank you. As you have rightly put it, my name is Zaweria Nyawira Mugo, married to a Mr. Mugo, but also born by a Mr. Mugo.
Oh, interesting.
Double M.
Ah.
Mugo Stanley, my father.
Yes.
Mugo Stephen, my husband.
Oh, even the
S,
initials.
yes. I am blessed.
Wow.
I am a mother and a wife, although now I'm widowed. My husband passed away in November 2020, so 4 years now. I'm that one. Yeah. But still enjoying life. What can I say about myself again? I'm from this particular place called Kirinyaga County. A place with beauty, with brain women. Yeah, that alone makes me very proud. Yes. I also serve in ministry in my church, and I serve in this place we have just called Love in the Name of Christ, Ngong Road, because it is sectioned, it is mapped.
Okay.
We have 6 zones, so I'm in Ngong Road zone. What else can I tell you? The widowhood part has not healed completely, because you know when you live with somebody for more than 30 years, there's that attachment. But I'm learning. I'm learning how to cope.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you for that introduction. That is very helpful. So I want us to look at this from 2 angles, just based on your own personal experience. Like you've rightfully mentioned, you were widowed 4 years ago, and I can only imagine how difficult that is. But then there's the other part of you deal with people on almost a daily basis who are socioeconomically disadvantaged, who are vulnerable. And again, that is another difficult situation from their end. And I guess with those kind of difficult challenges, one still must find reason to enjoy life. So let's begin from your own personal experience, for instance. I know you've mentioned the widowhood part has not healed completely. But in terms of that journey perhaps leading to you being widowed and the journey after, what are some of the difficulties that you've had to endure, the kind that surely somebody should not find any joy in life at all.
Yeah, I remember when my husband got unwell, that was 2018. We were just the two of us in the house. We don't even engage with the house girls. We only have one person that comes to take care of the house once in a week. So we knew our chores, how we deal with it. My husband knew his bit, I knew my bit. So when he was unwell and he could not even drive, my issue was, what next? What next? This was his bit. Now he's not there. How do I cope with it? We don't have a house help. We don't have anyone. Our children are adults, so they are not even in the house. I kind of thought, this is the end. Fortunately, I remember the scripture that I keep to date. When I wake up in the morning, I tell myself, arise and shine, Zawaria, arise and shine, for the light of God is upon you. That kept me waking up and doing whatever I did without thinking about the challenges, because they were there.
Yeah.
Then he continued getting unwell. We go to hospital twice a week because it was dialysis. I'm the driver, I am everything. At some point I thought, no, I can't cope. And a friend from nowhere, who was my neighbor, just came and told me, in case you need me, I'm available.
Wow.
He was a driver who had just lost his job, and he was very available. So there I was. Somebody just brought someone, miracles, signs and wonders.
Yes.
So a miracle came, and that was a relief. Then came this dialysis that is never ending. The person is going down, and you can see it's going down. And I'm like, now what next? Then Corona came. You cannot associate. You can't do anything.
Yeah.
So when I go out, when I come back, I'm not sure whether I have brought him this virus. He goes for dialysis. When he comes back, I don't know whether he has the virus. That kind of challenge. Yeah. It was a lot, but God is faithful. Here I am.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Wow. Praise the Lord for that. And so you're mentioning, even the journey of illness was a difficult one. I know when we were talking earlier, before we began this show, one of the challenges that you had raised, and I think we don't realize that when somebody has a loved one who is going through an illness, the cost of healthcare in this country is quite expensive and takes quite a toll, even on the finances, the family finances. How was that for you?
It was a big challenge, and let me tell you why. Because we were not getting sick initially. We didn't even have a medical insurance. We didn't have it. We were just living. Yeah. I had not renewed my NHIF then. So when he got unwell, we were like, so what next? And then when I took him to hospital, and it was an admission case, they're asking us, so are you paying by cash or insurance? I didn't have cash. He didn't have. We have no insurance. NHIF was not renewed. So what next? And I thought, this is it. It's the end. So through that challenge, and because the bill became a lot, going to $1 million and plus, my husband said, you know what? We have this property, some piece of land, so let's sell it and take care of ourselves. And I thought, that is the only property we have. Then sell it. Then do what? And we sold it. That took a bit of the medical care. But in the process, I renewed our NHIF. Yeah. So it also helped a bit. But because this disease was not going to cure, it's long term. Yeah. And even going for that dialysis, transport alone is money, fuel. The diet changes. We are no longer eating the way we are eating. It's another expense. And I thought, okay, at the end of it all, there will be nothing. But somehow, I'm still here and doing well. I thank God. It was a challenge, but by the time he died, we had debts. Debts. We have not paid, I don't know for what. We had many, many things. Yeah. But God has come through. I only thank him. Yeah. When he tells us, focus on me, not people, focus on me. Yeah. There's a way he comes through for us. Yeah. Yeah. It's not a matter of don't give up. Giving up, why? Let people have their things. Your God knows your story.
Yeah.
He knows.
Yeah.
Mm.
Wow.
Thank God, yeah.
That's so true. All right. And so there was that difficulty that came with the illness, the emotional toil that takes on someone. Now there's the economic challenge that comes. And then now here is someone that you had spent 30 years of your life, you said?
Yes, we married in July 1990. Yes.
Wow. And then now they are gone.
Yes.
Now another challenge again presents itself. How was that space? And I remember listening to a widow when her grief was still fresh, and she said, and she's accomplished, top professor, that kind of thing, and she said she felt uncovered. It's like her cover was taken. That was profound for me. And I didn't realize, because humanly speaking, she was not in need of anything. Like, her career was at the highest peak. She was wealthy and all that. But that loss still brought another level. For you, what was the most difficult thing about the loss of your husband?
The most difficult loss was when now he has died, we have buried, and now I'm in this house alone. Remember, I don't have any child in home, at the home. I don't have a house help that lives with me. I'm just alone. I remember one time I asked Jesus, please let's have a date. Let's have a date. I tell you my issues. So I served myself some food. I served Jesus. I had 2 plates. And then I kept telling him, you knew this was going to happen. You made us sell our land. You made us do a lot of things. Now we have nothing. Even the company I had is gone. What next? I don't have a job. I'm retired. What next? And I told him a lot of stories. I was quarreling. It's not like now I was quarreling.
Yeah.
At some point, I could even feel that emotion of wanting to cry. And I let it. And then I told him, you know what? I'm not giving up, because you have told us so.
Yeah.
Don't give up. So I'm not giving up. But tell me, what next? What next?
Yeah.
Because I don't even have the energy. I don't have it. And after that, I just sat there and I dozed off. By the time I woke up, I had so much relief. I don't know from where.
Yeah.
But I had a date with my Jesus. Because that was the only thing. I knew friends could not understand me anymore. Remember, there was still that part of Corona. Eh?
Yeah.
People are not engaging. So people cannot come and just visit. I didn't like phone calls. I mean, calling me to tell me, Paul, it was going to make me even more sad. So I just, after talking to Jesus for many hours, then I had that peace. And after 2 or 3 days, I went back to serve.
Wow.
Yeah.
After 2 or 3 days,
I
you
went
were
back to
already
serve.
back on your feet.
Yeah, to serve in church. That was the only place I could serve,
Yeah.
And that gave me back my energy, associating with people that we can talk about Jesus and focus on Jesus, encourage yourself in the Lord. That brought healing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And you are sort of able to still enjoy life and find joy in life despite the fact that, around you was sort of gloom and darkness. But now you had risen from that space.
Remember that when I was telling you, arise and shine?
Yes.
Oh, yes, it is shown. But I was avoiding people that would tell me, I'm so sorry, Paul. Because Paul brings back to the same place.
Yeah.
I was looking for somebody who was telling me, we can do it. You're not the first one. Let's move ahead. And I moved ahead.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, I like that. In terms of, you can have 2 kinds of people,
yes.
In a period of your difficulty. Those ones that only, dampen your moods even further, or those ones that uplift you. You're saying you chose those that uplift your moods.
The right energy.
Yeah.
Rise and shine. Rise. Yes, let's not go back there.
Yeah.
Let's not. No. You don't give up. Why? The energies you rise.
Yeah.
That's what keeps you going. You feel aoye, you'll be aoye.
Yeah.
No, we go ahead. Yes.
I like that. And so there's no place for self-pity.
No, not at all.
Great.
In fact, when I find somebody that expecting that for me, he'll not get it.
Yeah.
No, I don't give that. Yeah. I mean, even those people who drive,
Yeah.
we don't keep going in reverse. We are moving ahead. Let's move ahead.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that. I want us to take a song break. And then when we come back, as we continue this conversation, I think there are some useful things you mentioned there that will be worth emphasizing on, even as we, are seeking for practical ways in which we can still enjoy life despite the circumstances we are in. But for now, welcome back. This is Motivation Monday, where we bring you challenging conversations and inspiring stories. And today, indeed, we have such an inspiring story as we talk about a bit of a challenging conversation on how you can enjoy life despite the circumstances around you. My name is Elijah Mukaya, your host, and our guest for today is Mrs. Zaweria Nyawera Mugo, who is the zonal head for Love Inc., Love in the Name of Christ, the Ngong Road Zone. And already the conversation is proving to be quite a beautiful one. And I don't know what you're learning. I don't know what thoughts you're having even as we are continuing with this conversation. Please do share them with us. I think this is an important conversation in this Christmas week. And so 20316 is our SMS line. 0786 316 316 is our WhatsApp line. So let's get back to this conversation. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Yeah. So before we listen to that song, you are helping us appreciate, the fact that despite what had happened to you, you had that date with Jesus. I like
Yes,
that.
yes.
You even served him food.
Yes.
I like that. And after that, you rose from that place of gloom and darkness, and now are engaging in life. And so then help us to appreciate things like self-pity and, being overtly sorrowful, how that removes from within us the ability to still find joy in life despite our circumstances.
In the space that I also serve as the zonal coordinator in this Ministry of Love in the Name of Christ,
Yeah.
there's one particular principle that we use, and it's called value.
Okay.
Everyone has value. That even when you lack,
Yes.
even when you're going through trouble, you are of value.
Yeah.
That has kept me going to date. Because even those who do not have,
Yeah.
as God's people, you have value.
Yes.
And if you know you have value, why give up? I mean, something that has value,
Yeah.
you don't give up.
Yeah.
Then there's this bit of, we believe in relating. And when you are looking for relationships, you look for positive relationships.
Yeah.
Remember when I was telling you I don't like the oye? Because the oye bit is not a good relationship to make me go forward.
Yeah.
We want to relate with positive people. That even when you don't have, you'll have tomorrow.
Yeah.
You'll have next day. You'll have next moment. Why should you give up? I have value. Even when I don't have, I have value.
Yeah.
Even when I'm that empty, that there's nothing else that I'm thinking about, I am still valued. Because God values his people. He created me with his own image.
Yeah.
So I have value. So I don't give up. Then when you look for relationships, don't only look for relationships that will just be complaining, lamenting. No, it
Yeah.
will not add any value.
Yeah.
Look for those who tell you, let's go out, let's go and see.
Yeah.
Even when we read the scripture, a disciple comes and tells the others, come and see. Yeah, I want that kind of a person. Come and see.
Yeah.
Because by going to see, you never know where your blessing is. And that uplifts.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I like that, the whole idea of value. And so what you're saying is, despite the circumstances around you,
Yes.
despite what you lack, you still have value.
A lot of value.
And that should be our focus.
Yes.
Not,
Not
what we
these
have
other
lost.
people.
Yes.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
God has not given up on you.
Yeah.
Don't allow other people help you to give up. Don't. Don't allow yourself to give up because you
Yeah.
have value.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So for you, how does this look like, practically, in terms of you have, lost a husband, the memory is still fresh, that has come with other losses. You are probably at this level economically now because of the loss that probably has gone down, and you're still reminding yourself, I have value and I will arise and let the light shine in me. So practically then, what things do you do that still enable you to still enjoy this life that God has still given you?
I think the most bit is serving others. When you serve others,
Yeah.
that value comes back because you are serving the other people that are also needy. They have some need,
Aha.
not necessarily money, not
Yes.
necessarily resources,
Yes.
but they just telling them to be encouraged. Just encouraging people brings back that value.
Yeah.
I am serving because everyone wants to be needed.
That's
So by
true.
serving, you feel you are needed.
Yes. Your life is useful.
Yes. And by encouraging another person, it also encourages you. So serving in church, serving in ministry brought me back that which I felt like had gone out, had been lost.
Yeah.
Because if I just think about, okay, in the first place, when my husband died, I lost two people. Remember when I was telling you my father is Mogo,
Yes.
my husband is Mogo, they died the same year.
Oh, no.
So I lost both.
Wow.
Yes.
That's hard.
I buried my father in March and my husband in November. Before I recovered from my father's death, my husband dies. So if I didn't think about service, I would have sat down, lamented, and then went down. But I focused. I went back to serve.
Yeah.
And by serving, it brought me this kind of value that I wake up knowing I'm going somewhere to do something, something positive,
Yeah.
encouraging others, even going to pray for people,
Yeah.
just encouraging those who feel like, I don't know about tomorrow. That service, I wish everybody could serve somewhere.
Yeah.
It's very, very important.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's interesting what you've mentioned, and I want you to emphasize on it. So you're saying our enjoyment of life does not come with the things we have, whether our possessions or even our relationship, but it comes with our ability to serve. And so if we are able to serve others, and human beings have diverse kinds of needs, then that is where our enjoyment is connected.
It is so, because when you go out without expecting, you are going to serve someone else. That alone helps you to connect with God's people. And God's people is not those who have material things. It's not about education.
Yeah.
It's the person. The person who has value.
Yeah.
Because God created you with a value. So serving that person helps you to connect, to relate. You forget about yourself first.
Yeah.
Yes. Because
Yeah.
connect to another person means you have forgotten yourself. Because if you think about just material things, you leave them.
That's true.
My husband left. He left a car. My father left the family and lad. And what next? You connect now with those who are alive. And it's not always connecting with those who have like you have. No. Connect with the lowest.
Yeah.
Yes. Help them, uplift them by just encouraging them. Oh, you don't have? What happened? How did you reach there? As they are giving you their story, you are encouraging them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that is very helpful.
So is this the work also that you do with Love Inc? Just tell us a bit more about what exactly you do at Love Inc.
At Love Inc, we are unique in nature. We are unique because we are not an NGO. So we don't give.
Okay.
We have nothing to give.
Yeah.
We just like connecting with the needy. That means when you come to us, you are not coming us to receive. You are coming to us to relate.
Yeah.
We want to listen to your story. You know, when people go to church to be given unga, to be given, no. Come. Let me hear your story. So this person comes. They tell me, sorry, I have not paid rent. So haven't you paid rent? What happened? By listening to their story.
Yeah.
So many people want to be listened to. People don't listen. People want to know, he needs 20 bob, then you give 20 bob. Have you listened to them? No. Even Jesus listened to people. He preached to them before giving.
Yeah.
But we do the opposite. We want to give and go. So you are pleasing yourself.
Yeah.
You feel good. I gave 50 bob, I gave 20 bob, I gave unga. You are pleasing yourself.
Yeah.
Because God says, give them his word, the good news.
Yeah.
And when you listen to them, then you're also able to ask them, Do you go to church? Are you churched? If they are not church, where do you live? There's a church near them. Help them to know that church is important.
Yeah.
Are you born again? Would you like to be born again? Because you are feeding the soul. But most of the times, we feed people with the material.
Yeah.
You find somebody on the road, you throw 20 bob, 50 bob. Have you spoken to them about Jesus? So it's no longer about the soul. It's about giving. Are you helping God? Are you helping Jesus? No. You just felt good. Yeah. So it's more about, let's relate.
Yeah.
Hey, let me know you. Why you are in this state. Yeah. Why don't you have?
Yeah.
Were you working before? Were you doing business? Then it corrupt? Or what happened? Let's start from there before giving. Then when you know their need, loving also connect with churches. It's about churches.
Yeah.
So I already know, when you tell me where you live, I know the church I can refer you to for that need to be met.
Yeah.
Because ours is connecting the need to the resource. So I know your need, and I know where that resource is.
Yes.
I refer you back to the church that you can be helped.
Yeah.
If your church is not able to meet that need, I also know where else I can refer you. So we refer.
Yeah.
We refer the need. But we refer after listening, verifying, making sure it's legit.
Okay, okay. In your experience at Love Inc., what are some of the most heartbreaking stories you've had of need and difficult circumstances?
Yeah, there are a variety of needs. Some of them is like these people are living in a place. Then next day there is fire, so the houses are burned down. Or the houses were demolished for one reason or another. So they don't know about tomorrow. We don't have a house.
Yeah.
We don't have anything. And here we are. What do we do? And you listen to their story and they are like, you already knew, although you lived there, it was not your place. You knew that.
Yeah.
Yes? Now that you don't have anything, how can I help you? Would you like to do business? Because if you can do business, we can find a way of giving you some clothes, go and sell. Or if you want to go and do mandazi, find a way of finding some money for you to buy whatever is needed for you to sell mandazi.
Yeah.
But you have to listen first. Because some people are not coming to you genuinely that they were in that place that there was fire.
Yeah.
No. They just heard there was fire. So they're taking advantage of the fire story.
Of the plight of other people.
Yes. Now they are coming to you telling you they are part of that story. But they are not. It's not we are saying sometimes they are not part of it. Those people who are in a place where there was fire, the first place they go to is to their chief. Yes. So the chief knows exactly who was involved.
Affected, yeah.
Yes. So some people are just coming to you because they are taking advantage. Yeah. There was a fire. The houses were demolished. And here we are. Yes. But by listening, we're able to verify a genuine case and not a genuine case.
And with people like those, so there are, for instance, you've mentioned maybe they've lost everything through a fire. I believe some of them come with other needs.
Yes.
Have you found people like those that are in a very vulnerable state? Have you found them unique sometimes in the sense that somebody seems to have a level of joy despite the circumstance not allowing them, to have it? What has your experience been, dealing with people that are vulnerable and have diverse needs?
There are some who are very, very needy, and they come to you, but when you ask them about, do you know church? Then they tell you, yes, in fact, if it was not for the church, even now I would not have come here. Because the church came and gave us some clothes to wear. They come and give 1, 2, 3, but now I need school fees. So you see the need is different.
Yeah.
But because they are associated with church, the church came through for them.
Yeah.
Before they go now looking for any other help. Some people are like, I would have wanted to go to my rural home. Just run away from this. I don't have transport. How can you help? Then you're asking them, go rural area to do what? You are used in Nairobi.
Yeah.
Then why do you want to go? Just to run away from this, you know, they will give you a lot of stories. But as I told you, because we believe in value, what you want to know first and foremost is, you know you are valued by God. He loves you.
Yeah.
He knows you are in this. because nothing catches God by surprise.
Yeah.
He knows it. So if I gave you food for today, and then I ask you to come tomorrow, would you? You are giving them time to think through.
Yeah.
Because sometimes when you are in that trauma, you are not thinking well. So you can give them food for that day, then you ask them to come tomorrow or after 2 or 3 days. By the time they come back, they are not speaking the same language. I'm not even going home. Find me 2K and I'll start my business.
Wow.
Yes.
It's a different conversation.
You have already encouraged them. Yes, yes.
So that value conversation still comes back.
Very, very important. And also knowing that everyone has potential. Even when they are down, they have potential.
Yeah.
You see, you have given them time to go and think. Now they are coming back telling you what they can do next.
Yeah.
That means the potential was still there. And you are involving them.
Yeah.
By telling them, go and think. They are participating in this journey of theirs. You are not thinking for them. You are together.
Yeah, you're helping them in that process.
Yes.
Wow, I like that. I want us to take another song break, but then now when we come back, I want you to just speak to the different ones of us that are tuned in, and in what ways then can we deliberately begin to start enjoying life. Welcome back. This is Motivation Monday, where we bring you challenging conversations and inspiring stories. And today we have the inspiring story of Mrs. Zaweria Nyawera Mugo, a widow, but that has chosen to enjoy life despite the difficult situation that life put her in. And today she's here to encourage you as well that you can enjoy life despite the situation that you are in. Now, of course, because of the times we are in, a lot of us, especially economically, have really been affected. And what that has done for many of us is it has sucked life out of us. But we can still choose to enjoy life. And one of the things that she's already said, and I love it, is value. So long as you know you have value, then you can enjoy life. And so I want us to get back to this conversation, even as we begin getting into practical steps in how you can enjoy life regardless of the circumstance that you're in. Welcome back, Mom.
Thank you.
Yeah, I like where the conversation is headed, and I like that emphasis that you've continued to emphasize value, value, value. Could it be that we attach our value in the wrong things, and so that when those things are taken away, that is when we are devastated and can no longer continue in life? Could that be the case?
I believe so, because sometimes we think because somebody has a car and I don't have, that has more value than I do.
Yes.
Because somebody has a house or has a big business, they're more valuable than I. It's wrong. Because we are told very well we are created in God's image.
Yeah.
So he created me for his own value. And that's what we need to be reminding ourselves.
Yeah.
I'm valued by God. He created me with that value.
Yeah.
He did not create us with those things. No. It's me, my soul, my heart.
Yeah.
And that will help you know there is a tomorrow, because my God has not given up on me.
Yeah.
He values me. Does not matter what another person will see me.
Yeah.
No, I'm still valued. And even for encouraging other people, that's what we need to be telling them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are valued. When we tell people, God loves you, so do I. What does that mean? He values you.
Yeah.
And because he values you, I should also value you.
Yeah.
It's a very good thing to encourage everyone. Don't look at the material things, because those people who leave those material things on this earth, they will go the way they came, with the value that God put in them.
Yeah.
And that is most important. Then when we are dealing with those people that we think they are vulnerable, always remember they have potential. By encouraging them, that potential comes, and they are able to move on with life.
Yeah.
Involve them in whatever they are telling you they want to do. If somebody is telling you, I can do business, so if I give you a pair of shoes, can you go and try and sell? That alone makes them wake up to go and look for someone to buy it. They're already feeling involved. They are part of it. They are participating. It's easier than giving them that 50 bob. Much easier. Give them some clothes to go and sell. They are getting out. And you know, getting out is something important. They are going out to look for who can buy. They're also discovering themselves, something they didn't know before. You are helping them. So get involved. And the most important, remember, involve them in scripture. Don't just give engage them. Let's talk about this God
Yeah.
that give this value. Most important.
Yeah.
Do not just drop things. Talk, engage, relate.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And now for someone who's tuned in, listening or watching right now, and this is the Christmas season, and with it, rather than bring pleasant memories or feelings of joy, for them it brings a lot of burden because perhaps they're looking at the economic situation and it is difficult. There are people who've lost jobs, there are people who've had salary cuts and just the economy the way it is right now. But also there are some, perhaps who lost loved ones in this season. And this season, as families gather together, for them it is a painful reminder of a loved one that is not there. For some, it's marriages that have broken. For some, it's children that have rebelled. And this season becomes an extremely difficult season for them. Now, in people in that kind of difficult situation, can they still enjoy this Christmas season? And what would you tell that person that is in that kind of a situation?
I think most times we think Christmas is making merry, eating and eating and eating. I don't think so. Christmas is about happy, joyful. Can you be happy even when you just take a cup of water?
Yeah.
When we are told, say thank you for that cup of water. Be happy that you have it. There are people who don't have it. It's not about what other people are doing, because we compare notes a lot.
Aha, okay.
Because you want to look at these people are saying they'll go abroad, others will go to the coast, others will go to their rural homes. Others. When you listen to that, then you get discouraged.
Yeah.
You don't have transport to go home. You can go to you have nothing.
Yeah.
But you have 100 bob. So you can have something in your house.
Yeah.
Without comparing notes.
Okay.
Like I tell you, like this Christmas, I'm not going anywhere. Not because I don't have.
Yeah.
I don't have to do what everybody's doing. Do what you want to do, not what other people are doing. Because when we compare, we get discouraged, very discouraged.
Yeah.
Yet, before you people were born, during our Christmas times in the rural homes, we never used to go anywhere. Just make chapati. Your house has chapati. That was the special thing.
Yes.
Today we are just competing. Unhealthy competition. I want to do what another person is doing. No. My bait is my bait. If I can get a plate of food, whether it is just githeri, whether it is just ugali and some nice green vegetables, that's enough.
I will give thanks for that.
Oh, yes. Arise and shine. Shine for what? For my cup of ugali. Yeah. Not the other person's something.
Yeah.
Let those who are going go. Let those who are doing their things do their things.
Yeah.
Be there. If God has blessed you with a TV, get glued to it. Tune on family media. Listen to it.
Yeah.
There are good things, stories that can encourage you. Do not compare yourself. That comparison brings a lot of bad things in your mind. They bring you down. Don't compare. You came alone, you'll go alone. Don't compare.
So you're saying one of the things that affects our enjoyment of life is that unfair comparison and competition.
It is.
And so rather than accept this is what God has placed me, this is where God has placed me, this is what God has done for me, and figure a way of working around that, we are saying I don't have like so and so.
Yes.
So that even within the family dynamic, you're thinking, so-and-so's family seems to be doing well compared to mine. And that becomes an issue.
It becomes an issue because, remember, most Christmas times, apart from those who are going for holidays elsewhere, they go to their rural home.
Yeah.
For you to think to go there, it means you need transport.
Yeah.
You have 1,000 bob or 500 or 200. You can't reach home, but you still want to go.
Yeah.
Why push yourself? Let them go. Another day will come and you'll go.
Yeah.
I don't have to go now. I'll go next time. Yes. Don't compare at all.
So are you also saying doing what we can with what we have is another way of us enjoying life?
Very much so. I look at the story of Jesus. I didn't hear where Jesus gave any material things at all. Most of the time, even when we look at the pictures, we see like he had this one robe that he wore. It's not like today when we are comparing this one has this one. No. And he was okay.
Yeah.
So it should be the same for me.
Mm.
I'll be okay with what I have.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
What I don't have, I don't have.
Mm.
I will not think about it.
Mm.
If Pastor Elijah brought me something, I appreciate it and make use of it.
Yeah.
And I will not think that, no, he has given me this and maybe he had more. No, appreciate what you have, however
Yeah.
little,
Mm.
appreciate.
Mm.
Because when you don't appreciate,
Yeah.
then you start having this negative energy
Mm.
because you are comparing.
Yeah.
Remove it.
Mm.
Remove it.
Mm.
God knows you and your story.
Yeah.
God knows what you have and what you don't have.
Mm.
Just be satisfied. Be
Yeah.
content.
Mm. Mm. Now, as we gear towards a close, when we were beginning, you mentioned in your journey of widowhood, you're still healing. How can someone be on a journey of healing but still enjoy life, so that the two are not necessarily competing? So that you're saying, if you're still healing, then you're not enjoying life, or if you're enjoying life, then it means you have totally healed. So how are you able to do that? How are you able to still acknowledge that this happened to me and it is a difficult and painful thing that I am continuing to seek the Lord for healing, but that does not necessarily now take life out of you? How do you balance that too?
Thankfully, for my church, where I come from, where I worship, we have this group of windows. We call ourselves olives.
Yeah.
Whenever they hear somebody has been bereaved, they look for you.
Wow.
They invite you. So you're able to join this group, and most of the times they have meetings where you go and hear people who say, I was widowed when I was 30 years, I was widowed, I don't know when. People have been bereaved at different times.
Yeah.
When you hear people who their husbands left 20 years ago, and they are still continuing in life, you are like, then who am I to stay here
Yeah.
and grieve? No. Then they invite people to talk to us,
Yeah.
that encourage us, that don't worry. From now henceforth, God is your husband.
Yeah.
Yes, He will defend you. He will take you through.
Yeah.
Just that alone helps you to know, sometimes you can just be there and thinking, I'm the only one that my husband has gone.
Yeah.
Many have gone, and many are still going. So that group of windows helps me to know I'm not alone.
Yeah.
You are in this space. When you have a challenge, even within the family, you tell them, they encourage you, they pray with you. But most importantly is the meetings when you meet to encourage one another. Those who have been bereaved yesterday, those who are bereaved a long time ago, is a very good ministry and is very powerful. Because if you don't associate, then you always be thinking about yourself. Then also being in a church, fellowship. You fellowship with the right people that are not reminding you of where you have come from. They are telling you, marching on. You keep on marching on. To me, that has encouraged me a lot. And I wish most windows could be in those kind of groups. Really helps. Very much. Yes.
Wow, thank you. Thank you so much. Now, as we conclude our conversation for today, what concluding remarks would you have for those that are tuned in terms of them actually seeking to enjoy life despite the circumstances that they're in? What would be your concluding remarks?
Arise and shine. That's the first thing you do in the morning, because by that you are raising up good energies. Secondly, do not compare yourself with your neighbor. Be yourself with what you have, because what you have is what is yours. Secondly, be in groups that can encourage you. Be in fellowship with the right groups. Go to church. If you're not able to reach church because maybe you don't have transport, these days you have brought it very well. There's online. Do something. Engage with the right people. Right people is not about money. It's not about property. It is the
heart.
The heart and being alert. Being alert means you want to engage with the right people because you don't want to give up. Giving up is not an option. It's not. Then remember what you said earlier. You are of value to your God. Not to other people, to your God. And if God values you, that is good, better than enough. Yes. Value is important. Then for you to be transformed, you have to be in these groups that will encourage you to reach your potential. Yes. But most important, value.
Value.
Yes.
Wow.
We all
I
have
like
value.
that. We all have value.
Yes.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you so much, Mom. And you have value.
Oh, yes.
You have value.
God values me. That is enough. That is enough.
And thank you for serving us today and bringing much value to us by sharing your story and some of these really important gems, so that we have no excuse now in terms of us actually seeking to enjoy life, because now we have been taught and we know better. Thank you so much.
You're
Asante
welcome.
sana. And Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much. Well, we have come to the conclusion of our conversation. Remember what we have been told. You have no excuse, despite the circumstance and situation that you're in. You must seek to still enjoy life. And so arise and shine. Arise from that situation and choose that the light of Christ will shine in you. Do not compare yourselves with others, because God, in His wisdom, has chosen to give you what He has given you. So let not unhealthy comparison and competition hinder you from enjoying the life that God has given you. Do join with other people that can encourage you, not those that dampen your mood. Sasa utadu. No, people that can encourage you to keep forging ahead and moving forward. And as we have been taught, you have value. You have value. And your value is not based on the circumstance you're in. Your value is based on the fact that God has given you value. And what a way to find joy from within, that I am valuable. And so this Christmas, will you kindly enjoy? But also beyond this Christmas, will you enjoy life? Because you have value. Shall you? Well, this is goodbye from us. But before I go, let me remind you again this Christmas season that we continue to do this by virtue of donations with men and women like yourself. So consider donating to the work that we do here by using paybill number 316 and for account, kindly write your phone number. Have yourself a very merry Christmas. Whether you'll be having just a cup of cold water or a feast, remember, you have value, and so enjoy life. The Lord bless you.